From the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C.
Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our speaker, this wonderful children's author and illustrator, brilliant artist, Juana Medina. Juana Medina is an illustrator and author of children's books, as well as a teacher at George Washington University. Juana grew up in Bogotá, Colombia, and studied at the Rhode Island School of Design. Medina was the first winner of the J. Kennedy Memorial Scholarship, an award given yearly by the National Cartoonists Society to a top college cartoonist in North America. She is also the recipient of a Marion Vanet Ridgway Honor Award and 100 Colombianos, 100 Colombians, an honor granted to 100 successful Colombians living abroad. Her books for children include One Big Salad, a delicious counting book, and Smick, and her latest picture book, Smick was her latest picture book. Today we're here to celebrate her latest book, which is Juana and Lucas, a book, and it's published by Candlewick Press. And this book tells the story of a young girl's decision to learn English back in her home city in Bogotá, Colombia. This book particularly moved me because I happen to be from the same city as Juana. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, a beautiful book. So Juana and Lucas, as you know, it's being sold here today. I'll also like to announce that Juana started a beautiful collaboration with our National Poet Laureate, Juan Felipe Herrera. So very soon you'll start hearing about this beautiful collaboration. It's kind of an ebook story collaboration with the Poet Laureate, featuring a very fun character called Catalina Neon. And it'll be a collaboration also with second and third grade students in schools around the country. So that will be really exciting. So I think that is all. Please join me in welcoming Juana Medina. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. All right. Catalina, thank you for such a beautiful introduction. It's such a pleasure being here. First, I just wanted to say hello and to share a little bit about this book, which is, as Catalina said, called Juana and Lucas. The main character is called Just Like Me because it's based on a story that happened when I was a child. Basically, my mom picked me up at school and I was furious because they had said that I needed to learn something called the English. We were living then in Bogotá, Colombia. And my mom said, well, if you don't learn English, you'll be in trouble. We're going to go visit Mickey Mouse in Disney World. So you might want to learn. So this is loosely based in what happened many years ago. But today I'm going to need a little bit of help. So first, I need to ask, are you willing to help me? I really need to help. Yes, thank you so much. Do any of you speak Spanish by any chance? All right. Yes, 2 Spanish speakers, 3 Spanish speakers. Great. Well, as I said, this story takes place in Bogotá. Bogotá is a beautiful city in Colombia. Yay. Because Juana lives in Bogotá and we're going to be hearing about Bogotá, I'm gonna be asking you a very special favor. First of all, whenever you see the word Bogotá, you're gonna see a highlight. So it's going to appear on blue, just as it is on the screen. So whenever you see it, would you be able to say it out loud with me? Bogotá. That was pretty, just kind of quiet, and I know there's a lot of noise, but let's try that again. Bogotá! Yes, that's much better. All right, so let's get ready to learn about Juana and Lucas. All right, so here is Juana. My name is Juana, and it is spelled J-U-A-N-A, and it is pronounced Juana. Things I like are drawing. sometimes on paper, and sometimes on other surfaces. Do any of you draw in other surfaces? Maybe carpets or walls or bathtubs or things like that? Maybe not. Hopefully you won't get in trouble. Astroman needs no rockets to fly in space. His intergalactic suit and shiny helmet cover all of him and let him glide from galaxy to galaxy faster than I can say Jupiter. He knows all the constellations from A to Z and can redirect a comet by simply blowing on it, as if it were a candle flame on a cupcake. No one else can do that. My favorite food of all foods, more than cheese and chocolate and ice cream, but not all together, is Brussels sprouts. Yes, Brussels sprouts are called repollitas. The world has many cities, but Bogota is where I am, and where school is, and where Mami and my abuelos and Lucas are, and where I play with Eric and Daniel, and where I get in trouble with Juli. Bogota. Whoops, what happened there? Okay. There's another Bogota there. Bogota, Colombia, in South America, is the city that is closest to my heart. I love it. And here's why. There's one more. Bogota has more neighborhoods than I can count. There's a financial district and a flower district, galleries, houses, little coffee shops, bookstores. It just never stops. There are a lot of parks in too. Yes, thank you. The ciclovia is a never-ending route of bike lanes all across the city. So I haven't been able to go on every bit of bike lane across the city. It would take me ages to do it, but I like the idea of pedaling through town. During the day, the weather is mild, as if it is eternally springtime. Then the night comes, and the ground turns freezing cold, so everyone always keeps a pair of slippers by their bed. There are many trees, mostly old and almost as tall as buildings. In the daytime, they give shade from the incredible strong sun. At night, when illuminated from below by the streetlights, they make shadows of all shapes and sizes. Get ready. In Bogotá, Colombia, everyone speaks Español. There might be a few who speak other languages, but to understand one another, we all mainly speak Spanish. Lucas doesn't speak Spanish only because he doesn't speak at all. At bedtime, chances are, whoops, hold on. There's somebody I want you to meet before anything else. I love Lucas, love him, and here's why. Unlike others, Lucas listens to absolutely everything I have to say without interrupting, even when stories get a little bit long. His vision and hearing are so good that when Mommy is making her way toward my room, Lucas gives me a little push with his snout, which gives me time to turn off the light. That always saves me from a talk or two about still being awake past bedtime. Do any of you get in trouble for this? I know somebody who does, yes. Even though cleats will never fit him and gloves are pointless, he's a phenomenal goalie. He's learned from watching football matches on TV. In Colombia, they call soccer football, so that's why it's football on screen. He jumps really high, high enough to get cookies off the counter. Plus, he'll share them with me. He eats math homework like a pro. The harder the homework, the faster he'll eat it. No one is better than Lucas at playing spies. No matter where I hide, he always finds me. Lucas always walks me to and from the bus stop on school days, which makes the walks a lot better than they could be. I strongly dislike my uniform. Do any of you have to wear uniforms here? Do you? Yeah. Do you like your uniform? No, I don't. I didn't like mine either. I strongly dislike my uniform, very strongly. And here's why. The blazer is heavy and hot, and sometimes it makes me very, very hot. Like very hot celery soup hot. It's awful. Have any of you been that hot? This summer, some days felt that hot, kinda, right? The uniform has a tie that can make me feel like I'm choking, and that's not fun. The skirt is itchy. When I play on the monkey bars, I have to watch out, or boys will be shouting out that my underpants are pink. I think boys should be doing better things than looking at my pink underpants. The uniform socks are supposed to be white, but my socks are never truly white. It's impossible to have white socks when you're a serious football player. Playing football while wearing a school uniform is the worst. So I won't share right now anymore about Juana or Lucas so that you can read the whole story. But what I can definitely tell you is that Juana is about to get in serious trouble. So if you want to hear more about it, you can check out the book. The other thing I wanted to say is I hope that this story inspires you to share your own stories, whether it is through writing them or drawing them or just simply talking and just sharing them with somebody else. But I think we all have stories to tell. So for now, I'm going to draw a few drawings, and I'm going to need your help with a little bit of inspiration. Let me just get the markers first. So we talked about how Lucas usually eats Juana's homework. What kind of homework did you think that he must have been eating? No idea? And any clues? I'm going to draw Lucas, and you'll start thinking about what kind of homework he might be eating. So let's start by drawing his ears, and then his eyes, his little snout. Any ideas? Or nothing yet? Yes. English homework? Uh-oh. So maybe he's got a book in his mouth, and the pages are suffering a little, kind of wrinkled. One page might be falling out. Another one has already fallen out. And let's finish his mouth. He seems very happy to be eating English homework. Let's write English. What else is going on? What could be happening? Any ideas? Not yet? Would Juana be worried, or she's okay about him eating her homework? Yes? She's very happy because now she has an excuse for school. So should we draw her very happy, celebrating? Okay. I think she's going to be in real trouble for that. So let's try drawing Juana celebrating. So maybe she's dancing. We're drawing her eyes, her little nose. She's got a big smile. And she wears her pigtails and a little barrette. What do you think she's dancing to? Some music, or she's just making up the music? Yes. Some Spanish music? What's that? Some Spanish music? So maybe some salsa or some merengue. She's wearing her socks. She's not wearing her shoes. Maybe we can throw a shoe somewhere. Maybe it flew away. Just she's dancing so energetically. Her shoe is flying. There goes one shoe. And she has a stripy shirt. I think she's going to be in trouble. How will she explain this? The other foot is right here. Let's add a little bit of color. So maybe she's wearing a red, let's put in some red stripes. Do any of you know how to say red in Spanish? No? Yes? Rojo, that's right. That's fantastic. I think Juana loves rojo, or color red. Should we add some color to Lucas as well? Maybe a little bit of color on his collar. Should we make it blue, like in the book? Yes? Let's give it a try. Some blue. And his little tag so he doesn't get lost. And Juana's English book is green, so let's go ahead and color that book. Or what is left of it. And then maybe a couple lines on the book. We can't really read them because they're a little far. Oh boy, I think she's going to be in serious trouble very soon. Should we do another drawing? Yes? Okay. Oh, we didn't color the shoe. Let's color the shoe first. The flying shoe. And maybe, since it's flying, we can just give it wings. Might fly away very far. There goes the shoe. Maybe it's a very stinky shoe, knowing Juana. Okay, are we ready for another one? Yeah? Okay. What should we do now? Should we draw a little bit of Bogotá, the city? Oh, you haven't, yes. Why don't we draw what? I like that idea. So now we're going to draw Juana sitting on a chair reading a book. So there's a very comfy chair that Juana really loves. And it looks sort of like a giant, what does that look like? Yes. A jelly bean, it could be. What else does it look like? An ear? Yes, could be an ear. She could be sitting on an ear reading an English book. That could be cool too. So here she is. Her hair. She always wears a little barrette. Do you think she's enjoying this book, or she's about to fall asleep? She really likes it. So it must be a very captivating book. Here's her hand. What could this book be about that she's so excited? It's definitely not about English. It's about what? Dinosaurs. I like that. All right, so let's draw a dinosaur on the jacket of the book. No wonder she's so entertained by the book. It's a pretty funny looking dinosaur. Now, let's draw her ear. She really likes that book. Her stripy shirt. She's got her leg up. She's so excited about the book. The other one down. Let's draw some more stripes. Hey, where's Lucas? What would Lucas be doing while she reads her book? Lucas is where? On a boat? On a bow? A bone. Oh, chewing on a bone. What other ideas are there? Yes. Do you want to think a little bit more about it? Reading Juana and Lucas? Dancing. Okay, there's another idea in the back. I can't hear. Oh, trying to eat her book. Okay, so we have a number of ideas. Let's see, where do we start? So here we can draw Lucas dancing in two legs. There's little Lucas. Toot, toot, toot. The ears are flopping. The tail moving to the sound of music. All right, so there's Lucas dancing. Now let's draw Lucas chewing on a bone, right? So he can be here chewing on a bone. Here's the bone. He really is loving that bone. He might actually be kind of falling asleep. Or let's just draw a happy tail to tell us that he is actually just very focused, loving that bone. And now we are going to draw Lucas trying to eat her book. Do you think he'll succeed? Uh-oh. His mouth is really open big. Uh-oh. I hope he doesn't get it. The ears. Wow, he really wants to eat that book. All right. Should we add some color? Yeah? Let's go ahead and draw in this dinosaur. Make it green. And draw her shirt. Drawing her shirt, some red. Oh, hey, do any of you know how green is? How do you say green in Spanish? Verde. Muy bien. And what did we say about red? Rojo. Rojo. Okay. Anything else that's going on in this picture that we haven't drawn in? Yes. You're going to have to speak very loud. The top of a house? Okay, of course. Otherwise, they'll get really wet if they're reading outside, and then her book will be ruined. Great idea. So there we go. Now they're all protected. Is that good? Great. All right. Oh, you know what? We didn't finish this bone. There we go. Her socks again, and we also forgot her shoes. Do you think her shoes are flying very, very far, and that's why they're not in the picture? Or should we draw them there somewhere? On the roof of the house, that's how far they flew. Here's one shoe. On the roof of the house. I like that idea too. All right, but still with the wings. And let's draw the other one right here. Maybe this one is falling in the chimney. Poor Santa is not going to make it through. That's true. Or maybe he'll just leave her present in the shoe, out in the chimney top. Okay. Let's hope it doesn't get snowed on. That's true. All right, are we missing anything else on this picture? Or are we ready to just leave it as it is? Last chance. Yes. A sky above the house. Of course, we need a sky above the house. So let's draw in some clouds. Thank goodness there's no sign of storms, or those shoes would be really damp wet. Big sun shining. Juana should be outside playing instead of inside, but good thing she's reading books, so we'll let her just play inside. All right, there we go. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun meeting all of you, and thank you to Steve for being here with us. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of the Library of Congress. Visit us at loc.gov.